Hello, beautiful souls. So, just got home a little while ago and I wanted to sit down and do some content here before the kiddo get home. And spending time with my significant partner in these less than past 24 hours before he goes back to Africa for another 2 months. And so I was paying my attention and taking that present moment and living in that instead of doing other things. So again, I just finished a light language video and I'm still in my street clothes. Very uncomfortable in my jeans sitting like this. Need to get into my comfy clothes sooner than later. So I just wanted to get on here and do a quick card pull for the collective because you are still in this 111 portal up until the 11th. Very powerful portals. We've got some meteor showers, a lot of astrological stuff going on. We had the super wolf full moon last night. So again, a lot of emotional releases, and typically if you are sensitive and empathic, you're usually feeling this energy 3 days before, during, and then after. So don't be surprised on the emotional releases, crying. I'll do all this stuff. I have posted a couple of light language videos to help with the emotional releases and releasing certain things, stuck energy. And yeah, so, and again, I always intend that my videos reach those that it needs to reach in that now present self that they are at in this journey, and always for your highest and best good through unconditional love, divine light, divine love, divine truth, divine wisdom, and divine power. So welcome, welcome, welcome. And we're just going to pull a few cards just to have some fun and play and see what comes out. And then I'll pull a couple of moon cards, and then I will get into my comfies and just chill out for the rest of the night. 144 on the timer. So I was just trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted to talk about here. I did a short video for day 55 of Freak Speak, and so that'll be up as well. So some of us are going to be traveling this year. There's going to travels on the cards. I've been hearing traveling a lot, and this traveling can mean a lot of different things. You can be traveling to a different place from where you're at, from city to city, state to state, country to country, going overseas, big travel. There's mountain ranges here, and there's the sun, the sunrise here. So again, maybe traveling somewhere where there's going to be mountains. All right. So travels in the cards for the collective, and that's going to be taking place, and again, depending on where you're at on your timeline, probably sooner than later. Okay. I've been getting information about traveling pretty much all of last year through different platforms, tarot readers, and again, it just depends on where you are in alignment and when that's when source is ready for you to go. That also could mean traveling, doing work, traveling astrally, traveling in the spirit realms. That could be potential as well for some of you. So tuning in. So just again, continuing to tune in. This card's come out a few times. Again, quieting the ego mind and tuning into self and checking into source, checking in with your spiritual team. Again, that water has been quite relevant in this past we're in January now, but definitely most of December coming up again. The emotions, allowing the emotions to release, and then the full moon is again released, and it's in Cancer, which is a very heavy water sign. So you might have you are a Cancer, or you have Cancer heavy in your chart. So what else do we need to see here for the collective that they need to know for this moment in time? Continuing to have the patience. Again, we've got the moon cycles here, so something might be taking place. Maybe you notice that things you receive more activations and inspired moments, and big things happen around the full moon or the new moon. But again, this is the Empress. Remember, the Empress doesn't chase, the Empress receives. She sits on her throne and she waits and she receives, but she's also birthing in something new. Again, there could be a new birth in the family, an announcement of birth, or you are just birthing / creating something that has never been created before. Okay, so that's again a beautiful card there. All right, what else do we have? We'll just pull a few cards. I'm going to try to keep these really short and sweet. So the dream is here. What do we have? So some of you are clinging to the past. Okay, that's the number 5 card. So 5 might be relevant, but some of you are definitely clinging on the past, and you need to surrender and let that go, whether that's people, places, or things, emotions, thoughts, beliefs. It could mean a whole host of things, but you're clinging to the past, and source is telling you, you got to let that shit go. You got to surrender and tune in, okay? And know that those new visions will be coming once you are able to surrender the past and tune in, okay? So you're going to, again, this is a very beautiful card here, a lot of sacred geometry, colors. So being able to tune in, surrendering, tuning in, then those new visions will start downloading. And know that you will be getting that breakthrough that you've been waiting for. Again, that's the inner child work. So let your inner child come out and play. Have those breakthroughs. You know, look at the world from the eyes of your inner child. But know that a breakthrough is coming. Whether that's an upload, a download, an activation, something is going to happen that you're going to resonate with, that your breakthrough is coming through. Okay? What else do we have here? For the collective, I'll pull a couple of the Moonology cards because I like to pull those around the moons. So let's see here. Oh, this is the burden. So this is the burden. So we got a rooster here. So hopefully you don't feel like you're a burden. But if you do, you got to let that shit go. Okay? So the burden. Okay? I see looking ahead here. I'm going to read that out of the book for some reason because I'm guided to. So there's more information on that card, the burden. I've never read that one. So what is the burden? And this book is a little different and how it's set up. The burden. Okay, a man's true life is the way in which he puts off the lie imposed by others on him. Stripped naked, natural, he is what he is. The matter of being, not of becoming. The lie cannot become the truth. The personality cannot become your soul. There is no way to make the non-essential the essential. The non-essential remains non-essential, and the essential remains essential. They are not convertible. And striving towards truth is nothing but creating more confusion. The truth has not to be achieved. It cannot be achieved. It is already the case. Only the lie has to be dropped. All aims and ends and ideals and goals and ideologies, religions and systems of improvement and betterment are all lies. Beware of them. Recognize the fact that you are. Recognize the fact as you are a lie, manipulated, cultivated by others. Striving for truth is a distraction, a postponement. It is the lie. It is the lie's way to hide. See the lie. Look deep into the lie of your personality. Because to see the lie is to cease to lie. No longer to lie is to seek. No more for any truth. There is no need. The moment the lie disappears is there in all of its beauty and radiance. And seeing of the lie disappears. And what is left is the truth. I didn't expect that. So definitely somebody needed to hear that today. All right, so let's take, I don't know, what do we got here? Thunderbolt. Okay, so Tower Moment. Again, I see this in many ways. The Tower Moments can mean many things. Okay, that the Thunderbolt, that could be an activation, that could be an upgrade, that could be a tower moment, a good tower moment or a bad tower moment. Take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? And you can look into what the tower is in the traditional tarot if that helps, but this is the Thunderbolt. So again, lightning is relevant. These are the lower chakra systems. Something's crumbling and dissolving and falling. I definitely know this is taking place in the collective, overall collective, that things are having to break down. The foundations of the old can no longer go forward, and they have to break down before new can be built. And we have to understand that. Okay, and I know the world looks like it's fucking on fire and going crazy, but please do not sign up to that paradigm. Please unplug from that nonsense, okay? It's just a draining of your energy, and it's damaging your frequency, okay? And I know you guys are overly exhausted. I feel you. Some of us have just had enough of it. I feel you, but just keep going within. Keep tuning in. Okay, when it gets difficult and challenging, pause, breathe, and tune in, because all of the answers are here. They're not outside of you, they're within you, okay? And the Lovers are here, so again, there's definitely some twin soul connections here, the union of the divine masculine and divine feminine, not only just outside partnership, but also internally, okay? Hearts are relevant, wings. Again, we've got the twins here, Gemini, you could be a Gemini, okay? The Lovers are here. All right, let's take and just stay in that present moment and in just moment to moment. So I promise you that the quickest way to collapse time is to be in the now present moment as much as possible. I know this for a fact. Anytime in the past, and I can look back from a higher perspective now with all the work and everything that's happened and that I've gone through, that those moments where I get so caught up in the what's next, how's it going to happen, and this, that, or the other, the more painful, the more uncomfortable it was, versus just surrendering to the unknown and the what is and how it's going to turn out and all of that, and just surrender and trust and have faith that it's going to work out just as exactly perfectly as it's supposed to be, even though I don't know the how, the what, the when, the where, the why, all of that. So it's just taking each moment, and time actually collapses. 2025 went by like that, like a flash in the pan. Like, I can't explain it unless you've experienced it. I just can say and attest from my perspective and what I've been through this past year, that the more present I was in each now present moment as this version of self, and quit chasing the past or chasing the future and stay here right now, because this is all we have is right now, right here. 1202 on the timer. Excuse me, confirmation burp. So when you do that, you can collapse time rapidly. And it's usually less painful too. Life becomes a lot less painful. All right, we're gonna pull a few of these Moonology cards, and I'm gonna send you beautiful souls on your way. And again, if you feel called, like, subscribe, share, do all of the things. But again, I'm not here to get people to do any of that. I only, if you feel called to, do that. When I subscribe to a channel, it's because I'm highly interested in what they have to say. I might watch a lot of their videos. I might watch some of their videos. I always like the videos. I don't ever dislike videos, because I think it's important that someone has put themselves out there in a real, raw, authentic way. I always like the videos. And other than that, it's just because, again, they're creating content. They are creating content and putting it out there. And so I don't know if I've ever not liked a video, like hit dislike on purpose, but I've always liked a video, no matter what. No matter what. So, trust all will be well. And here's that full moon in Cancer. So this card has come up every time. I always joke about this, but around the full moon and the new moons, when I use these cards, 99.9% of the time, source will, when I'm doing videos, will drop the cards for that particular moon. So the bottom of the deck was trust all will be well. This is a new moon in Virgo. So it's been having the trust and the faith that all will be well, even though we have no idea what's coming, okay? And again, here's the full moon in Cancer. Let the fears dissolve. So fear is your worst enemy. Your fear is your worst enemy. I promise you, you gotta let the fear go, work through the fear, maybe address the root cause of the fear. And I know a lot of us, the fear is not just like our own personal shit and past life shit, it's also collective fear. And I understand that because I feel that. I'm a deep empathic feeling human being, highly sensitive, intuitive. So I feel a lot of the collective shit too when it's going through stuff. I feel Gaia when she's going through purges, with the solar flares and all of that. I feel that. Now there are more times during this journey that I have felt it than others, but it'll be like there's be times I feel immense tightness and anxiety in my chest, and I don't usually, that's not like a personal thing I'm aware of. So I say, thank you for showing me it's safe to let that go. I now surrender that energy. I know it's not mine. I surrender it back to source to let it be recycled, be transmuted back into unconditional love and light. So we've got to let the fear go, because remember, energy that gets stuck in the body can create dis-ease in the body, okay? Unresolved emotions, grief, worry, anxiety, it can create dis-ease in the body, and it goes on long enough, over years and years, and that's where we have heart problems, Alzheimer's, all of these other issues, okay, in the system. And it's easier to address it in that now present moment than continuing to bypass and bury it, okay? So take a reality check. Check in and see what source wants you to take a reality check on. Are you continuing to play around in old paradigms, programmings, and thought beliefs? And maybe it's time to let that shit go, okay? Breathe through the tension. So full moon in Scorpio. So again, breathe through that tension. So the quickest way you can resolve a lot of stuff is going back to stillness and breath. So hand on your heart, close your eyes if you feel called to. We're going to inhale. Exhale, and on that exhale, intend to release what no longer serves you. If there's something you know you want to release, intend on that release. So inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So 3, 5, 10, 15, 20 breaths. It's a great way to regulate your nervous system really quickly, okay? Really quickly. And it is, it's the most simplest thing, but people don't take time to pause and do that. It's one of the most simplest, beneficial things you can do for yourself, for your nervous system. Know your worth. You are worthy. You always have been, and you always will be. So know your worth. Relax. Sit back and relax. Source has got you covered. Your team has got you covered. You do you. You love on you. Okay? And sit back and relax. And let all of the worries and concerns go. Okay? Let's just pull a couple more, please, and thank you. Know that you are loved. Know that you are worthy. Know that you are loved. You are deeply, unconditionally loved. And know that you are worthy. Okay? Attune to the details. So what details do you need to kind of check in and attune to? Have you been putting something on the back burner? Do you need to revisit something? Do you need to attune to those details? Be real and authentic always, because that's what we're here to be. Real, raw, messy, and authentic. I'm in here, click and play, being my real, raw, authentic self. And this is where I'm at right now. All right? And I could have easily just not. Focus on the positive. Focus on the positive. Go deeper. And again, it's going back to tuning in. Go deeper into meditation, go deeper into that breath work, and always be open up. Say, I'm Source team, I'm open up to change. I'm ready, I'm open, I'm ready to receive. Please show me what I didn't know I needed to receive right now. Please show me through signs, synchronicities, key codes. Please show me through resonance that this is from you. And as soon as you do that, you'll be surprised the magic and the miracles that will start appearing in your every now present moment. Okay? I will talk to you soon, beautiful souls. Until the next time. Love you. Bye.